Verse 20. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushua said unto him, Thou fool, this night, thy soul shall be required of thee.
Right, so you got people chasing things in this world. But look, none of that goes towards your spiritual bank account, man.
That's right.
Right, bro. Then even when you chase behind things in this world, you're not guaranteed nothing, man.
That's right.
And all you're going to be is in debt. You know, these guards probably doing better than the students.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But people that trust, oh, if I go to college and do this and do that, everything would be fine. And a lot of these colleges be freak offs, man.
Yeah, that's
like you'll send your daughter to college, man, she come back a straight up whore. A fucking dyker lesbian. You know what I mean? These campuses be like breeding grounds for wickedness, man.
Yo,
I ain't even started the Greek fraternities and stuff they got in here.
Yeah, and what Jake
sure
Jake be into that heavy. That's how you know them Greeks in the New Testament is talking about the Israelite foreigners, man. Because who be in them Greek letter fraternities and sororities? Israel. Who be even Nike? That's a Greek guy. Who really be into that? Jake, man. The air guy. That's why you got the best Nike deal is what? With who? Jordan. Air Jordan. Because Nike was the Greek guy. You got Air Jordans. But who really be into wearing Jordans? Jake. Who be into Nike sporting it? Jake, man. Who be into sororities and fraternities? Jake. So it ain't real hard to tell that these Israelite foreigners, the Greeks or the Grecians who was Hellenized, they was Hellenized Jakes. Just like niggas today still dipping and dabbing with that Greek letter shit.
That's right. If I may, like right down the street, it's a bar down there. And I used to do security in there, right? And like every, I think it was Thursday nights and Friday nights, they used to have, like, it was like a party. And all the college students would come in there. And it'd be bitches dancing on bitches, kissing each other and all that shit, you know? And now I'm talking about young bitches, man, like 18, 19, fresh out of high school. Their parents had money, still in the college, you know? So maybe they might have been like that at home, but they was hiding it. But now you're away from your parents, so you're doing more, man, you know? It's like you don't got no filter, man.
Right.
You know?
This is First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Right. So Jake got that spirit, what? If you can't beat them, join them. And that's some cowardly shit, man. You know, so Jake, they don't rebel against the society, they just comply with it. You know?
Right, 2/3 are, because the scriptures say there's nothing new under the sun. 2/3, the same 2/3 are people that wanted to go back into Egypt. It's the same 2/3 are people that bowed down to Baal. It's the same 2/3 people. 2/3 are people that was in the Greek days, the wicked men that wanted to cleave unto the heathen because they trusted in them societies, and it's the same 2/3 of our people that trust in this society today. The same people that's into all this Greek shit, because jumping down 13, it said verse 14, it says, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. It's just like the brother said, you can't take anything carnal with you into the grave, but only things spiritual. So our people have gathered all these paganistic customs from all these paganistic captivities from our past carnal lives, and that's why we into the same thing. The 2/3 of our people into the same things today, because the gym, the place of exercise, get into the gymnasium. That went into the Greek customs and things like that, and just like the sororities and fraternities, like I was saying, Alpha Phi and all that. That's the same. That's what our people was into in these colleges.
And if I may, made a new thing. And if I may, that's why they did make that covenant. Because like you said, they scared, they hate the struggle. And that's like them niggas that sign up rap contracts. know what I'm saying? The football contracts, Hollywood contracts.
Hey, they got the boule.
Yeah, yup, exactly.
The boule is
it's
French for fur. Because basically the Illuminati was like, nah, we ain't letting no niggas in the Illuminati, but we had set up some underground shit for y'all called the boule. And that's what Web Du Bois was under. Martin Luther King.
Yep.
All of them was like part of the Boule Society, man.
You got LeBron James now.
Yeah.
You know, the Michael Jordans, the fucking Mike Tysons, Floyd Mayweathers. You know, all of them.
All of them.
You know, why they do that? Because they like, yo, because they. As a matter of fact, what this nigga Jay-Z said, man, he said Sealer living in a small room in Duford. So he came from the ghetto, man. He came from the hood, but he couldn't take it. You know, he couldn't take his punishment because America is nothing but a punishment for us, man.
Right.
You know, so you ain't supposed to be trying to rub shoulders with Esau and fit in with Esau. You know, it's not set up to be like that. You know, it's set up for your ass to struggle, man. And like the scripture said, they wanted to make a covenant with the heathen. They wanted to be just like them. You even got these pastors in the churches, man. You know, your creflo dollars, man. Even just a regular average church that's under the 501c3 charter, man. They made a covenant with Esau too, like, yo, stay off our back.
Most of those pastors, most of those pastors be Freemasons.
Yeah, cut. Yo, cut. That's
They
cut.
Freemasons.
Look at Nate.
Sierra.
Yeah, look at Nate.
Those sororities, man. They proud to wear their ring. Shut. Proud to wear that G Masonic ring.
Yeah, cut.
They be proud to wear it. They don't wear the ring. They probably got something appended
Yup.
on their blazer.
Yup.
They proud to be amongst Esau's kingdom. They know they sold their soul.
But they're a ring, chain, head, pen.
They
There's
want
always
to
something.
They want to be just like Esau, not knowing that you're better than Esau. You know?
That's right. But we the real Illuminati if you want to get technical.
Yo, cut.
We know the secrets of the Bible that they don't cut. They don't get cut. They're trying to break it down. That's why they don't even really deal with the Bible. They got I think they got a devil, a demon Bible.
Yeah, cut. They do.
If I'm not mistaken, some type of shit.
It's Baruch 4 and 2 on how we the Illuminati. It said, turn thee, O Jacob, and take heed of it. Walk in the presence of light thereof, that thou mayst be illuminated.
Illuminate means
That's
it's
right.
Very light.
Yeah. And what the Lord said, let your light shine
That's
before
right.
men.
God, yeah. God.
Same thing with the word Lucifer.
That's the light.
The light bearer, man.
And yo, matter of fact, I remember Apostle Tahar said something about that, man. He was like, yeah, I was the real Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? He's like, because it just means the bear of light. He said he came into the, to bear light, you know?
He was called son of the morning.
That's right, yeah. So, but now, if you say something like that to a Jake that's just coming into this truth, they're gonna want to fight you. You go to church and say, yo, Yahweh Shah, Jesus is Lucifer. And they might fucking try to hit you with the goddamn crucifix.
Christians be caught up, they be stumbling off the building.
Yo, God,
They don't, he want to say that
It's
he's
just a
God.
basic research of words.
Then you ask him, was there more than one God?
like the nigga earlier.
Yeah, he fell, he stumbled on that.
God. As a matter of fact, they don't even know the word Christian is. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, that's a follower of Christ. Nobody knows these, you know what I'm saying? These niggas learning each other. That's why we was talking, look up words, man. If you want to know the root of a word, you go back to the original text. But Jake's so lazy, whatever, like the brother said earlier, man, whatever Esau tell them, they don't think for themselves, Esau thinks for them.
Right. You know, that's even a tell. When you look at the root word of
Nigga woman, man. That shit look like a fucking
Nigga woman, man.
That shit look like a fucking
You always him before you see
I
him.
ain't know where it was
Yeah,
coming from.
yeah.
Always him before you see him, boy.
Yo,
That
cut.
nigga woman is just treacherous,
Yo,
man.
cut, man. Cut.
That's why you see a humble nigga woman, that be a sight, man.
Yo, cut.
You want to take a picture of her.
Well, what's the scripture talking about the virtuous woman?
Bro, you see a humble Jewite in the city Jewite, man, you better capture that shit, man.
Especially in the city, man.
Word up.
In the city, it's like,
You see a humble, you know, half of that shit be deception anyway. They be faking, but still, that's a nice moment. But man, that nigga woman is treacherous, boy. One was in Wild, one was in a walkway while I was driving. I just hit the horn at her as she was crossing. That bitch turned around like the Grim Reaper, man. Like that. And she started like her neck was moving and everything. I'm like, man, I'm just playing with you.
Like the whole
Spittles coming out and all that shit.
Man.
Yeah, go ahead, finish that.
Continuation of 20.
Nah, you could drop that. Give me Zephaniah 1 and 11.
Right, got it. Hold down.
Ransom.
From the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 11. Howl, ye inhabitants of Maktesh.
Right, and Maktesh means merchant city. You know, and America is that when you go into the Revelations 18, this tells you about Babylon the Great, how the merchants was mourning when they saw the smoke of her burning, man. You know what I'm saying? So Maktesh deals with what? The great merchant, or the merchant city, man. You know? Read.
For all the merchant people are cut down.
Right, all the merchant people are cut down. You know, it's spiritual. These Eves, like little Eves walk through here. But see, this world is backwards. You know, an Eve like that, they like 13, 14. You hook them up with a young Jake and marry him off. Because if not, they going to venture, man. They going to start, that's why they looking like they strolling through, that's that idleness. Liberty to gather abroad. That's why when they come to age, you be like, oh, you 14 now? Huh, this your new boyfriend. And you hook them up with a gig and you put them into circulation, man. But this society, they teaches you what? You're not grown till you 18. They let women walk around naked and tell you can't touch them.
The heathen nations know the value of arranged marriages because they do that. They build us up for marriage.
Them little young girls, man, they looking for guidance. They looking for like shit to do. They looking to be like, all right, this what it is. I'm gonna set you up this way, you know. But now they just walking around America like, what's this? What's that? Who's what? Looking for Satan to meet him like, I got something for you to do.
If I may, you know, like what you say, like a lot of these young girls are looking for older men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of them, they don't have their father at home. You know, so like you said, they need that guidance, man. You know, like if they don't got their fathers, these little young girls, they look at their older men.
Parents don't teach them nothing for the duty out here.
So that's basically like they want that void filled, basically. Filled.
So how you inhabitants of Maktesh, and when you check out, Maktesh is America, but when you go on a lower scale, Maktesh is New York, man. Because what you got in New York, the stock market, and what is New York called? The Empire State. And when you look up the word empire, when you trip, it goes back into great merchant, man. Because when you check New York out, New York is about getting fucking money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you in New York, it's like the whole vibe is like, who's marketing what? Who's moving what? Who's doing what? Okay, these 5 niggas going to work. these 3 groups running a prostitution ring.
Yo, cut.
This group running a massage therapy.
Yo, cut.
These niggas over here selling bud. These motherfuckers running Uber and Lyft. This nigga trying to get his ambulance company going. You know what I'm saying? This like everybody is on some hustle money shit. You know?
That's the wholesale spot.
Yeah.
That's where you go to get shit for the
Canal
low. That's where you go to get shit for the low. I know I was in North Carolina. I went to high school out there for a couple years. There's a couple New York motherfuckers. And one thing about North Carolina, they don't. You got like the only place to find T-shirts at and shit. You know, Jersey, we big on our T-shirts. New York too, big on our T-shirts. The only place to go get T-shirts from North Carolina is like Foot Locker, but the collars on them shits. Once you wear it one time, you wash it. This shit be loose as hell. Call that shit oodle noodle neck. I mean, so motherfucker. It was some niggas from New York or whatever. I don't know exactly what part, but they was making money. They'd go to New York and rack up on mad T-shirts for the low. Come back, sell them shits $5. I was happy as hell, like yes, thank you, God. Word up, but nah, that was it.
Yeah, then you got, I was gonna say like you got all the merchants, the ships come to New York.
Hey, but what? And you got what there? You got what? The World Trade Center. You know what I'm saying? That's when that shit got hit. That fucked up the whole world's economy. Then with Trump with these tariffs, that's just making things worse.
You know what else is there too? New York Stock Exchange, Wall Street.
Yeah, and the what? In the area is located is in the financial district. It's on the bottom of Manhattan called the financial district, and that's Wall Street right there. So that's where you do all. So that whole spirit of New York City is what? Hustle, get money, get bread. What do you think a lot of them New York rappers like Cameron, them some hustling money niggas, scheming, scamming, nigga, like what is you like? You got some type of hustle or some scam going.
That's why they go around and try to sign.
And all nations go there. To like if you want to pursue a rap career, you want to pursue like a college career, you want to pursue some shit. New York, you know what I'm saying? You a rapper trying to make it. Take your ass to New York. See what plugs you meeting, who's what. Get that tape out there. Your chances is greater. Moving shit, whether it's clothes, weed. Hey yo, the brother bought out. Over there they was selling goops off the boat for like 10,000. You know what I mean? For 10,000, you could buy a goop slave off the boat. Out there, they got the human trafficking. They got all of that shit out there. What you need? It's a big ass market of whatever, of a bunch of heathens from all over moving whatever, wherever. Then on top of that, you got the stock market.
If I may, you know what the name of the top strip club is called? Sin City. Yeah. Sin City.
Yo, matter of fact, they got one of those.
The top, man. You go to 40 dudes, you paying the top dollar to see them Magic City. Magic City. And they be calling you bitches,
Hey, a beer out there is $14.
God damn. Yo, matter of fact, I remember when I went
in Manhattan though, it's $14. They take you like $1.50 to get.
Hey, when the economy fall and all hell break loose, that's gonna be one of the worst places to be on the face of the earth, man. Cause you know, on some target shit, the Lord probably like, send a fucking 100 million missiles over there, but make sure fucking 100,000 of them shits, 200,000 of them shits hit New York. Because that's a lot of wickedness going there. One of the time zones is in New York. I mean, it's only a couple time zones across the four corners of the earth, and New York has one of them. It's one of the time zones. That's how you know it's important.
Hey, when people come to America, they go to the coast, but they either go to LA, Miami, or they go to San Fran. That's on the coast. They hit them coastlines, but really, out of all them coastlines, what you really trying to come to? You really trying to come to New York, man, because that's that great merchant. That's that. What's the name for it? The Empire State. You know, New Jersey is the Garden State. You know, but New York is called the Empire State. You know what I'm saying? Because that all really goes back into what the Roman Empire. Even though America on the whole is ultimately Rome, but when you break it down to individual cities, that stock market and all that shit is in NY, man. All that shit is that's Maktesh when you break it down. Yeah, of course, Babylon is Maktesh on the whole. But when you really break it down, New York is that merchant city, man.
Yeah,
that great merchant city.
That's the peak of the beauty of the Chaldees.
Yo, if I may, because like when we were talking about the World Trade Center, and it's spiritual how they knock that shit down. Because if you actually go and look at how the actual site, and it looks like a toilet, man, with the water going down.
Yeah, the monument that's put up there.
Yeah, so the water's going down. So they know shit is a big ass toilet. They know that American economy is going down. And that's like a sign for like the elites and all that shit.
That's one of the favorite sayings, the circle is a dream.
And that's what it reminds me.
And that shit about the burp. You know, when the circle ain't go down, and that shit say,
Find the circle.
Yo,
you know? That's how you know that was a good drain when that shit go. You know?
You guys come class here talking shit. Go ahead,
That's a form of slaughter. You know
Yeah,
we not. It's so when
You
you
see this
shit
stuff
like
on
that,
Joe Chuck.
we know that. We know they know that.
Alright, go ahead.
How you inhabitants of Maktesh, we don't.
We got a lot of info.
How you spell Maktesh?
M-A-K.
For all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off.
Right, because what? Real money is what? Silver and gold. Right. So that's what? That's people going into what? The stock exchange, man. Right, that's go. Yeah, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ. You know what I'm saying? That's people going into the stock exchange, man. So it said what? All the people, all the people that do that bear silver and gold gonna be cut off, man. And then what? That chip gonna come, cause what? Russia and all them, they dumping the dollar, man. And these are not proxy armies where you could just go kill them. These are actually nations with a fucking military. Know what I'm saying? So when they dump your dollar, what you gonna do? You can't just send a CIA coup in there and wipe them out. You know? You gotta be like, oh shit, Putin dumped the dollar. What you gonna do?
You can't do
What you gonna send some punk ass ninja group in there to take Putin out? They gonna get? Is you serious? You dealing with a fucking superpower? Now they used to do that. Yeah, America used to do that with proxy armies. But look at you. You a superpower picking on a fucking proxy. Know what I'm saying? But now when it comes to another superpower saying fuck you, ditching the dollar, now you got a problem on your hands, man. You can't just send a little goon squad in there and wipe them out and nobody know what happened and you skate off in the sunset. You know?
It ain't like you moving nowhere, you sitting, you still here. It's gonna roll over. No, Russia's still gonna be there. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna think the war over and it's really not gonna happen. Like the brother says, it's a superpower.
I gotta do something.
All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong.
That's right.
So that's what those other countries is doing now.
Yeah, man, they ditching the dollar, they working on their own currency.
Yeah, exactly. Because like they tired of American shit.
And they dumping the American debt back on America, putting America in more debt.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
I'm talking about read on.
Verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time
It wouldn't.
that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their less,
On their leave.
that say in their heart, The Lord Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. Verse 13. Therefore their good shall become a booty.
Right. Meaning everything all your goods gonna be a spoil you, man.
That's right.
Things gonna go back to a barter system. You know? Like you got a 9 with 2 clips, and I got a fishing pole with 10 lures. We can trade off. This fish, you better not lose these lures though, motherfucker. I hope you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because you assed out, you're gonna be digging for worms. I got some fishing hooks for you too. You know what I'm saying? So everything gonna go really back to a barter system. Because really the American government, the American dollar isn't backed by anything except the American military. Only thing backing in the U.S. dollar is the U.S. military.
Yeah, that's right, brother.
It's nothing backing it. Right. So like so really the word dollar, when you go in the Black Laws Dictionary, the word dollar means measurement. You know, like you say I got $1, like say it's like a liter, right? Yeah. It is a liter, right? This is a liter. You say, yo, I got a liter. You got a fucking liter of what? You got this strap? Give me Leviticus 19:35. It's like, look, you got a liter of what? You know?